I struggled to reach for the folding ruler. I used my mouth to bite it open. Then I took out a piece of gum and chewed it soft. I stuck it to the tip of the ruler and slowly lowered it into the pit. I easily touched the phone screen, excited. I entered the unlock code, but the ruler was too flimsy and hard to control. I entered the wrong password 3 times, which locked the phone for 1 minute. I felt helpless. All I could do was rest and save strength, because my right hand was nailed to the ground by a steel bar. Now I could only rely on the phone inside to call for help. Even worse, the timed bomb outside would go off in half an hour. By then I would surely die. I tried again, but to my shock, the gum stuck directly onto the phone. I had no choice but to chew my last piece of gum. I fixed it carefully on the ruler. This time I was extremely cautious. Luckily, I unlocked it on the first try. I quickly dialed the police, but just as the call connected, the signal suddenly cut off. I tried again, but I accidentally knocked the phone over. I broke down instantly. The broadcast outside kept reminding me the explosion was getting closer. When I hung my watch up, I noticed a box wedged above, twisted my body in pain. After a long struggle, I kicked the box down. Luckily, inside was a file. I looked up at the lock above me and felt a surge of strength. Soon I managed to saw the lock open. Then I grabbed the ruler and forced the bathroom door open. But the ruler snapped under pressure. Right then the alarm went off again. Only 15 minutes left before the blast. Time was running out. In despair, I pulled out a knife. I was ready to cut off my injured arm, but fear made me hesitate. Then I looked at the rangefinder in my hand and suddenly had a new idea. I propped up the toilet again, measured the distance to the wall with the rangefinder, then sketched it on paper to figure out where I was trapped. I pulled out my lighter, took off my pants, wrapped them around a hammer, lit them on fire and threw them out. I hoped someone outside would notice, but to my horror, thick smoke quickly filled the room. I had no choice but to grab my helmet and pour the filthy toilet water outside. It was disgusting, but the fire was put out. Now only 10 minutes remained. I vented my anger and despair, but time kept ticking away. I forced myself to calm down. Through a small hole, I spotted the bomb right beside me, and I happened to see a rabbit passing by. I tossed a carrot near it, hoping it would bite through the wires, but the rabbit just left. Now only 6 minutes were left. I carefully studied the detonator's position, then pulled out a roll of toilet paper and prepared to burn the device down.